everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've got the bad boys on the table and we're going to do a reader's request. So I'll just get the request out. It says, would you read into the details of Harry going to Ukraine? TOG, which is a very large YouTuber, brought up questions about how he got there since it's a no-fly zone. He would have to have been taken by military pilots. I'm wondering what country. Did England have to pay him taken there, or did Ukraine fly and get him and fly him back then and fly him somewhere else on a private plane? Well, our little eco warrior who preaches for travellers only takes private planes, so we've already got a yes for that one. Yeah, he's right. There we go. Okay, thank you very much. No. All right. Well, see, the thing is, and not going to diss anyone, because there is a lot of work involved, you know, in research and everything like that. There's more ways to get to the country than just fly, right? Now, Ukraine is actually a no-fly zone, but there's still people that come and go. So that would be train. Definitely not the knight in shining armor, so not military, right? That's, yeah, car, probably car. Now, when you have a look at the countries around, the closest port of call, literally, is Krakow, I think it's called, to get to Lviv, and that is via Poland, and it's only about a 3-hour drive, allegedly, 3 to 4 hour drive. I'm thinking that's how he got there, right? I do believe that other people have probably woken up by now, but when the viewer actually asked the question, I was flat out and I never got back. And I think Lady C also said the same thing. Now, I don't know if what kind of, you know, if she's been in contact with someone there, but to me, I would say it was Poland. Looking at the other countries around, he may have flown into Romania, but why? Why? You know, I mean, the other countries he wouldn't have flown in because of, you know, certain reasons. His father's got a place in Romania, I believe, but it's too far away. Poland's the most logical. So, you know, sometimes because people do a lot of research, they, yeah, he was actually told to go, basically. I think he was invited. This is where we're going to go with this. So I know he does a lot of work for Halo. I also know that around about April that I think it was probably USAID or Congress or someone actually authorised about 100 million for demining. Now, when we go into the Deputy Prime Minister, I don't know why, but when I see 6 set or you know 8 sets of, or 4 sets of hands, right, 8 hands, all digging into a cake, I find that as offensive, and I feel sorry for the ladies that baked that cake. Did he go? Yes, I believe he did. On previous readings, I do believe he went. A lot of people again are referring to November 2024. Well, that was Invictus delegation, and I will put that on the screen, and as you can see that Harry wasn't in that delegation. A lot of people have cross-referred to the ladies that baked the bread as well, because Markle has, well, she cut and pasted what the Deputy Prime Minister said. Prime Minister? I think it's Deputy Prime Minister. So I'll put the original up next to what she cut and pasted, and she's decided to cash in on HRH, which was addressed to Harry. So that's pretty obvious as well when you look at the real one. And my research is actually directly on the VP's, Deputy VP's place, 100%, definitely. I don't go onto hers, so I just grab hold of hers off of Twitter from someone that posted it. But I did my own research to make sure, because in this day and area it's very, very easy. So at the end of the day, I guess we're talking about who funded which. I think was Invictus, and it's also about demining as well. So let's just find out Let's just find out. Viewer's requests. Alright. Death reverse, the Star. Ace of Wands reverse, the Stars reverse, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands. Oh, there you go. Okay, so over in Ukraine, of course, you know, it's a war-torn country, right? She's not a star to them. She's nothing to them. Sorry about that. They've got bigger things to worry about than, you know, someone cashing in. What I was worried about, but is them seeing her, you know, and him, but of course we've got her with the Queen of Wands on the table, being the knight in shining armour, coming to save the day, so to speak. I think this is probably stemmed from the VP, because I think that's the only one that's been in contact with her, although of course she probably just completely runs Invictus as well, so I will pull some more cards. But it was a negative action anyway. Whatever was done over there was a negative action. It doesn't look like it's a success. It's very, very dark. Very dark. And it doesn't also look like that Markle's going to be able to transition from this as well. So I think she might have overstepped the mark, like she did with other things recently this week. I think she overstepped the mark here by cutting and pasting the VP's post. You know, that's just rude. All right, Two of Swords, Empress, and the Knight of Wands. So there's a traveller, and he's on horseback. There you go. He arrived on horseback. So, if it's any consolation, the traveller, you know, what can I say? I really do believe that it was via road, okay? And horses don't normally go via air unless they're really expensive racehorses, right? Okay, so then you've got someone that was trying to be creative here, but it didn't work. Whatever the traveller was doing, he was trying to be creative, but it didn't work, and I think it bounced back on Markle, basically. So I have a feeling he gets there and he does whatever she says, because I don't think he can think for himself anymore, allegedly, and it backfires straight away. So, yeah. Someone is also in denial about not being a star as well. That would explain why she didn't think or didn't hesitate to cut, there we go, didn't hesitate to, you know, cut and paste what the Deputy VP of Ukraine put. I mean, that's, wow. All right, all about merching, 100% about merching. Four of Pentacles, a lot of dribble came out, literally a lot of things came off, out. Maybe had a little bit too much wine when he was there, or vodka, or whatever they drink over there. Looking at the face I saw, I'm thinking he definitely likes something over there. Also thinks that he's more than worthy to do what he's doing over there. That would be classic Invictus, because once he puts on that sweatshirt or jumper or whatever, he prounces around like a peacock, because it's his. This is all him, allegedly, entertainment purposes only. But he didn't make a very good change. I think he went there to make some sort of change. I'm just going to keep going. Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of, there you go, yeah. I think, who paid it? I think Invictus paid it, to be perfectly honest. However, on saying that, there's also validation that the VP was, Deputy VP was referring to demining, of course. So whether it was referring back to Harry, there is Halo Ukraine as well. Maybe he, you know, went over there at the same time, depending on where that branch is. But I think this has probably got a lot to do with the VP's organisation that she supports, which is called United 24. Now that United 24, there is a lot of film stars. Lisa Milano, Misha Collins, Mark Hamill, Imagine Dragons, Hilary Swank, Barbara Streisand. It just goes on and on and on. And of course, he's also got that BFF, Jose Angles, I think is Jose Andre. Yeah, the one that also got an Earthshot prize. Yeah. I think that is a major cause. Probably should have spoken about it a little bit while I was shuffling, but I actually wanted some confirmation to find out where we were going with that. Absolutely mining now because we've got the Queen of Cups on the table. That's reverse. That's about his late grandmother. However, no plans happening here. None whatsoever. No association either. When it comes to the mining, does Markle have anything to do with? None whatsoever. And I think this is actually creating a lot of problems because we've got the Nine of Pentacles right next to it. And I don't think she liked that idea. I think she, as much as she wears everything still with that tablecloth that she used here at some backstreet theatre in New York City, she still morphs into her late mother-in-law. But the message is so negative, so negative. It is about merching, but it's about merching off the coattails of his late mother, and there he is there. All right, Justice, Ten of Swords, should have left that on the table. Strength, we've got some big hitters here. Oh, good Lord. And he's also got his own film crew with him. So he's probably doing something again for Netflix or Invictus, 100% here. We'll just throw in the mines while we're at it because we've definitely got Diana come up as well. You've got Harry come here. You've got her at the end, right next to being ruined. And there's some sort of legal thing happening, some sort of something that's going to happen in court. That is very, very interesting, isn't it? I'll just sort one more time. What's Justice? Justice plays Seven of and King of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Gaslighting, and the Emperor. Okay, so it's all about his father. It's all about gaslighting, smoke screens. I would say that he's supposed to give something back to his father, and he's basically saying, "No way, I'm not giving you a thing. No way, I'm the king here. This is my whole." And I do believe there's even hashtags out there with the sewer squad, like King Harry kind of thing. Absolutely, he's defending here, and this is all to do with running through Netflix. So I would say there was justice involved. There's some sort of thing that might have happened behind the scenes where he had to do what he did. I don't think it would have been an ideal choice. I think to me it would look like that he had to do it. Maybe it was part of his Netflix contract, or maybe it was part of his Invictus contract. But either or, while he was over there, he swung in on Diana's coattails and did the demining stuff. So extra cards, I hope that helps. I'm still convinced that the Traveller went by road because at the end of the day it was a no-fly zone anyway. Funding, Invictus, doesn't look like any governments here, but cashing in on the demining side of things with the VP and trying to upset the father at the same time, and or the ruler. I doubt if that's Zelensky. I doubt it. I'd say that's more his father. Okay, on that note, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.